Hi, I'm Mark from L&M Small Engine. Today we'll be working on a Husqvarna YTH 23V48. And as you can see, the front tires are bowed out and the bottoms are sagging out. It's kind of a pretty common problem on pretty much all AYP products with this style of front end. So I'm going to show you how to fix this. So hope you enjoy the video. Okay, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to take off the tires. You have to pull them plastic dust caps off. Then we'll take a screwdriver and pull out these C-clips. There's lots of grease on these spindles. Now these front ends get all bent out of shape when you run into trees or big rocks and stuff like that. And the bad thing is these tie rods, there's no adjustment on them. So if you do start getting them bent out of shape, there's no adjustment. And when I do these kind of jobs, there's a company that makes these where you can actually adjust these and they last so much longer and you won't wear out your tires. So I'll show you all that when we put it back together again. We got them off, so now we'll take these bolts out over here for the front of the tie rods and use a 1/2 inch opening wrench on the top and 9/16 on the bottom. And we'll pop these top caps off and pull these straight out. Okay, now we'll take the other tie rod off the other side here. That one was on there pretty tight. Okay, now we're going to pull these top caps off and get them C-clips off the top. And when you redo them front ends, get the bushing kit too. You get new bushings for here and for the wheels and everything. And sometimes these caps get hard. You have to pry them off. But with the bushing kit, you'll get all new caps and everything. And don't lose your washers and stuff. Let it slide right on out. Well, you can tell they had this thing well greased up. It's just they get all bent up running into stuff. And on, like I said, on these tie rods, there's no adjustments on them. But the ones I put on have regular adjustments on them. So if you do hit something, you can realign them so you don't wear out your tires or the bushings on the front rims. And if you keep them bent for a long time, it'll start wearing out your transmission belt because it has to pull harder. There we go. So now we gotta get back up in here. And the bottom ones here, use a 1/2 inch open wrench. Then up on top here, I'll show you here. If you have like a flexible socket wrench, it's a lot easier than a regular straight. Anyways, there's one here and there's one on the other side. But if you use like a swivel head socket, yeah, clean some of that dirt and grass out of there. Looks like on this one there, you have to take that whole steering gear off. So I can't get to the nuts. So we're just going to take this center bolt out here. There we go. See, they have these sliders on top. You can't get to that bolt. When the Craftsman's, the bolts are on top. So either way, we got it off. And we'll just put the new rods in on the table. Okay, there's the assembly there. And here are the new tie rods. And what I mean, they're adjustable. You can turn them in or out and lock them in. And the stock ones you can't. That way, if you hit something and you bend it, you can pop this off the spindle and realign your front end. I think these are kind of neat. You can get them on eBay. I'm sure you can get them on Amazon. That way you don't have to replace your tie rods every time you run into something. Kind of neat how they do that. And you got your new sliders. That's these things right here. That's why I couldn't get to the bolts. They had these on here. On some, the bolts are on top. But I couldn't see in there because all the grass and dirt in there till I dug it out to look. So we'll pop these old sliders off. Then when you do this, I recommend putting brand new bushings in the rims too. These here are well greased. We're doing all this work, we might as well put new bushings in there. So here are the new spindles right here. So we'll just do this one step at a time here. They should be marked here. So that one goes there and that one goes there. And just double check, make sure there's the right. Turn it out a bit. Might as well do that now before we get it in there. Get them halfway close. Make sure they're on there tight. And put our new slider on there, and let's do the other side. Turn this one out a little bit too. Okay, now we can go ahead and put the steering gear back into place, and we'll put the new spindles on, and we'll put the bushings in the rims, and we'll align it. Okay, now we can put our spindles on. They have these big washers on the top, so that dust cap will go back on there. Start your C-clip, and just use the pliers to pop it on. There we go. It's a greasy job. Get grease all over the place. And put that big washer on there. Okay, we'll temporarily put these on until we get the new bushings in the rims and put the tires on so we can line it up perfectly. Okay, I'll put them dust caps on top. And when we're all done, I'm going to grease everything really, really good. These caps are so the grease stays in there and the water and dust don't go in there. Okay, now I'm going to put the new bushings in the rims. Okay, to get these old bushings out, I use like a chisel like that. Pop it out. Tell this thing was greased really good. And it's a messy job. But on these new bushings, there's like a cutaway part. You line that up with your grease zerk. Here's your grease zerk right here. You put that there so the grease will go in there. Get something flat to hit that way. That does not want to go in there, does it? Usually they just pop right in there. There we go. On this side here don't have a zerk on it, so it really don't matter which way you put this one on. It's just on the side that has the zerk on it. That makes these things are perfectly straight. Okay, now we can do the other one. Okay, now we can put the tires on and align it. So make sure you got a little washer in there. And put a washer on the outside. And put the clip on there. Get a rag to wipe that excess grease off. We'll put our clip on, then we'll align it. Okay, we got the tires mounted now. Now I'm going to start doing the alignment on it. In the first part of this, you want to get your steering wheel straight. A lot of times you'll have your logo on the steering wheel or something. Then you got to make sure half moon gear on the bottom is pretty close to the center. Yeah, the steering wheel has the Husqvarna logo straight up and down. And kind of look at this side here. We're going to go ahead and just snug this side up real quick. Guess I should put them on right. The nuts are on the bottom. That would always help too. Okay, put that half moon gear in the center. Make sure the steering wheel is straight. And we're probably going to turn this one in like 1 or 2 turns. Because you want the steering wheel lined up so that when the wheels are going straight, you kind of want your logo. I turn it out 2 turns. We always gotta have that big half moon gear in the center of that little gear so the wheels turn. The wheels turn equally from the right to the left. We'll kind of snug this side up here a little bit. Okay, and this one's halfway straight. So now let's kind of adjust the other side here. And you can tell on these tires how they're wearing by driving it with the wheels bent for a long time. And that's another thing, if you don't keep them lined up, you'll wear your tread off your tires too. I don't know why I put them in upside down. You're just kind of looking at it. We're going to have to really screw that one in. Okay. How are we looking here? A little bit closer. We're gonna loosen this up and screw it in. Maybe like one time, then we'll use our tape measure and check it out. I'm gonna bring this side in a little bit yet too. Takes a little time, but when done right. Okay, let's see how that looks. That's looking a lot better. Now I'll show you the tape measure trick to it. Okay, on each side, you got these lines. I mean, you kind of want to use that center line, or I like using this outside line right here. You can use that one there. I guess you can use that one there, but I like using this one here. You have a better place for your tape measure to go. And as you can see, as you go up and down the tire, that line's always going to be there. And you got to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to use this line right here. So we're going to measure the front and the back. And this part here, it's good to have a two-man team on this one here. But stick it on that tread right there, and it's just one notch under 35. So we'll go to the back here. This is where you probably need help. That's why I like using that outside. And that one is one notch under 35. So it's actually perfect. That's how you do a good alignment on a lawnmower. And as you look at it, the wheels are going straight. I can bring the camera back. It's probably hard to tell right there, but I'll bring the camera back here a little bit. From this thing, it's kind of hard to tell because the top of the tires are going out like they're supposed to. If you kind of look from here down on both sides, kind of goes in. Anyways, that's how you line it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to grease it up really good. Okay, we got her all done. As you can see, the wheels are perfectly straight now. Steering wheel straight. Turns equal distance both ways. It's not going to wear out the tires. It's not going to get the transmission belt hot and stretch out and stuff. So anyways, I hope you liked the video. I appreciate you watching. If you like these videos, please press the like button and subscribe. Anyways, you guys have a good afternoon.